What's up, YouTube? So I am back with another video, and today's video is going to be about my dental center turkey experience. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have some things written down that I want to pretty much go over with you guys, that everybody's always asking me. No, I didn't post it on YouTube. I'm pretty private when it comes to certain things. I'm gonna get better though. But just some certain things that people have been asking me on my Instagram, on my Facebook, on my Snapchat. So I wanted to come on here today with you guys and pretty much share that experience. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have some things written down. So I want to talk about my the process. So the way you get started is you will send them an email of the picture of your teeth, top, bottom, side to side, and then you open, and then you take a picture of the inside, I believe. Can't remember. Once you send your email into them, they will respond to you within 24 hours because they are on a 7-hour difference from Nashville, Tennessee. So give them at least 24 to 48 hours for them to respond. And then they will give you a quote for all the veneers that they have, and you pretty much can pick and choose which one you want to get. I chose the zirconium, and then what they tell you that you would need in the email is not always what you will need. Sometimes you may need less, sometimes you actually may need more. So when you get there, you would actually get an x-ray done, and then they will go off based on your x-ray. So my advice to you will be, take extra money, just in case you may need something else done besides what they quoted you. So always take extra money. I can't tell you how much to take, but you know your budget. So always take extra money when it comes to that. Now, as far as the airlines go, I flew I flew United to Chicago, and from Chicago I flew Turkish Airlines to Antalya. Now when I got to Antalya, it was late at night, so I was kind of lost. I thought my luggage was lost. Like, it was just so much going on. So they also provide you like different hotels when they send you the information. They provide you different hotels. Now, in order to get that hotel information, you also in order for you to book the hotel, you have to send them confirmation of your flight. That's also to book your appointment with them. You have to send confirmation of your flight. You can't just automatically book and say, yeah, I'm going on this day. They need confirmation. So the first thing you will do is you will go ahead and you will book your flight. I think I got mine through Expedia. You will book your flight, and then once you book your flight, you will send them a picture, well, a screenshot of the itinerary that you pretty much, the days that you pick. But before you pick those dates, you want to confirm those dates will be available before you book your flight. If they say yes, you will send them all the information that you need to send. Now, once you do that, they will give you a list of hotels, and once you get the list of hotels, you will pick whatever you want to pick. Me personally, I stayed at the Accra V, which is right across from the Accra or the Akara. I'm not sure how they pronounce it. I'm pronouncing it Accra V. So even if you stay at the Accra V hotel, you still have access to the Accra hotel, which is the main resort. So you get to have access to the buffet, the pools, the dining, all of that. And they have like 4 restaurants inside the Accra, the main hotel. So that's pretty much where I stayed. Now, as far as my experience, let me tell you. So I get there, and they give you these nice little drinks and shakes and stuff. So I get there, and I'm thinking like, okay, this is my first appointment, and I don't know what's about to happen. I just know I came here to get what I need to get done. So anyways, I go up there to the consultation, and I get my x-rays, and they tell me that, hey, you don't need 2 root canals. but you do need 2 tooth extractions. And I'm like, oh my God, y'all, here in the US, before I have any dental work done, I gotta take some medicine. Like, I have to be sedated, okay? I have to be sedated because I just don't like needles. So I really had to toughen it up during this trip, because once I got my x-rays done and I went to the consultation, they told me, hey, this is your amount that you would have to pay. They told me what would need to be done. They told me that when they're going to do it, and they started that day. So the first day I actually had all my teeth shaved down, and that took about 2.5, 3 hours. My experience with that, the only thing that really bothered me was the numbing my whole mouth. Like I said, I don't like needles. But I chalked it up, and I was like, you know what? I got to deal with this. This is what I want. So, when he numbed my bottom jaw, that was the worst to me, because it's like, it's so much bone right there. So they numbed me up. Once they numbed me up, he went to shaving. Did I feel anything? No, I did not feel anything when he was shaving my teeth down. Then once I got finished with my teeth shaved, they put this plastic mold. They take a mold of your actual teeth before they start shaving down. Then once they're done shaving down, they put like this plastic. It's kind of like wax. So they put like wax, like a wax mold of your old teeth, and then they put that back on so that you can keep that on to protect your nerves and everything while they make the veneers. So I was like that for maybe 4 days. I couldn't eat anything but soups and mashed potatoes and nothing hard, because it's, you know, it's not what you want to do. They're plastic. You don't know what's going to happen. You couldn't melt it. You don't know. So I had that on. Then I went to my fitting day. Once I had my fitting day, hold on, let me back up. Rewind. Oh, so after I had my teeth shaved down and they put the mold on my teeth, I had to go downstairs to get 2 tooth extractions, and I got the left and the right tooth extracted. Well, by this time, they did give me some medicine to kind of sedate me a little bit, but that didn't work. So in the process of them trying to pull this tooth, I gave them hell. Like, I was crying, I was irritated. I started literally like slick cussing them out, but not using cuss words. Like, they felt my energy. They knew this bitch is not playing. So I only let them pull 1 tooth, and then I woke up the next day and they scheduled me to come back in to take this tooth out. When they took this tooth out, I pretty much didn't give them as much hell as I did the day before, because I had to calm down. I was sleepy. I was irritated. I was there late at night trying to get this shit done. So I got the tooth pulled. Well, then it was the weekend, so I had to wait the weekend. And then fitting day was on Monday. So when I went to my fitting day, I was pretty much excited, because I'm like, you know what? I'm getting some new teeth. I'm getting my smile. Like, I'm about to be more confident, okay? So I went to my fitting day. They put the teeth in. They took the plastics out. The feeling of that was somewhat sensitive. They don't numb you up during the fitting, because they want to make sure that you have everything is correct, like your bite and everything. So they put all my veneers in without being cemented. I looked in the mirror and I'm like, no. Like, these are too big. They're too straight across. Like, I didn't want straight across teeth. As you can see, I didn't want like straight across. Like, I wanted to be more natural looking. So I told them, I'm like, shave down, curve around the tooth more, like on all of them, like make them shorter. Like, if you get your teeth and you're like, no, these are too big, never be afraid to express, hey, this is not how I want them. This is how I want them. They're going to do it. They may give you a slight pushback, but be on them. Like, hey, this is what I want. You're paying your money. You want what you want. So they done what I wanted them to do. And they put the fitting in. Then they numb you up. Once they numb you up, then they start cementing your teeth in your veneers. After they make the corrections. They made the corrections right there in the room. Well, on my experience, they did. They made the corrections right there in the room. And like I was saying, I got the zirconium. So they put them in. And then, of course, this time when they numb me up so much that I couldn't feel nothing from my nose down for at least 2 to 3 days. Well, I would say 2 days. I want to say 2 days. So I was able to eat, but the numbness down here, it was still too much. Like, I don't know what he did, but he numbed me up. Okay. So that's pretty much how that experience was. Now, once I got the fitting done and I started eating and my numbness was there, but it was kind of like going away, I really booked 11 days, y'all. I booked 11 days. I only really had to stay 8. So I got my fitting done on Monday. I could have left on Tuesday, but I'm glad I didn't, because on Tuesday when I started eating, I noticed that my bite was off. So what I mean by my bite was off, as I was eating, it felt like I was chewing on a rock, like it was just like I was biting too fast. So I emailed them, and they actually, because I was on their time, they emailed me back real fast, and they were saying, hey, long story short, they was like, you stating that your bite is off. We're gonna get you VIP transportation to the center, and let's see what's going on. So they got me transportation on Wednesday. No, they got me transportation on Tuesday that day. And then I went and they shaved these 3 down. They didn't numb me up when they did that, because of course I wanted to feel how my bite was. So they shaved these 3 down because I noticed that it was those 3. So once they shaved those down, I noticed that my bite was right. So good thing that I didn't leave on Tuesday when I was supposed to, because I would have been back in the U.S. with, like, my bite would have been off, and I would have been pissed off, because I'm like, I paid all this money. I want it to be perfect. So I stayed there. Now the resort is very, very beautiful. The people are really nice. Turkish people are really nice. The best advice I can give you is, if you do not speak Turkish, download the Google Translation app. Like, that thing saved my life. Download the Google Translation app. It's for Android and iPhone users. You can type it in. You can have it speak to them. You can type it in English or whatever language you speak. Type it in your language, and then it sets to Turkish. You can set it to any language that you want to, but of course they speak Turkish, so that's what I set it to. I wrote it out in English. It spoke it in Turkish, or they read it in Turkish, and they understood. Even when it come to me ordering my McDonald's and my Burger King, they understood it. So, and my experience with, yes, they have Burger King and McDonald's in the U.S. Everybody knows I'm not a big fast food person. However, I'm like, you know what? This is a different country. Let me see if theirs tastes different from ours. And let me tell you, the McDonald's fries, disgusting. Burger King was cool. I was really just shocked at the fact that when I looked at my bank statement, that the meal that cost $9-10 over in the US was only $3 over there. And if you don't have Turkish lira or euros, they take debit cards everywhere. And if you don't understand their currency, there is a currency app that I downloaded. And I was able to put it in US dollars, and I was able to put it in Turkish lira and euros to see how much money I was actually spending out of my account. That actually helped too. So that the people, like I said, the people are pretty much, they're cool. I did go during the quarantine, as the quarantine was lifting. their city is shut down for the citizens. However, tourists, they have the ability to do whatever they pretty much want to. But at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, it's like the streets get real quiet. It's like nobody's out. And in order to go into the grocery store, I had to show them my passport. So, again, that was the overall experience. The people, they're cool, they're dope. Now, the price, what I paid, this is always what everybody wants to know, the price. So, what I paid for it in US dollars was $4,882. That is only for my veneers itself. So, my crown veneers, that's what I paid for my dental work. That is not what I paid for my plane ticket. That is not what I paid for my hotel. My hotel was $92 a night, US dollars. But when I got there, I actually wanted to get a king suite. So, I ended up getting a king suite. The king suite was $130 a night. But I only stayed in there maybe 4 nights. I'm like, you know what? It's really not all that. It's cool, but I can go to another room. I'm not really in the room like that anyway. So I went and got a basic room for $92 a night. Mind you, I was there for 11 days. So my plane ticket there, I actually got a really good deal. I paid a little over $900 for my round trip ticket that was there and back. Now the good thing I will say about my plane ticket is that I did not have long layovers. Like, I went from Nashville to Chicago, layover an hour and 45 minutes, flew to Istanbul, which was a 10-hour flight, waited in Istanbul for an hour and 45 minutes, then flew to Antalya, and I was there. On my way back, I went from Antalya to Amsterdam, which is a 4-hour flight, waited in Amsterdam for 2 hours, and flew from Amsterdam to Chicago, which was an 8-hour flight, waited in Chicago for 2 hours, and flew from Chicago back home. So a lot of people, when they go, you will have long layovers. Luckily, I was able to have very, very short layovers. It is an 18-hour flight total from Nashville to Antalya. And Turkish Airlines, they are amazing. Like, they give you blankets and pillows, toothbrush, socks, so you can be comfortable. I mean, you're on a long flight. But I booked everything through Expedia. So Expedia does, you know, the working around with the airlines and everything like that. I did have some trouble at first because they kept canceling my flight. And I'm like, okay, is this a sign? Do I need to go there or not? And I'm like, you know what? I'm going. Like, this is something I want to do. I went by myself. Everybody's like, I can't believe you're going out the country by yourself. You know, I'm a daredevil. I am a risk taker. So I'm not going to let somebody else's thoughts consume my life. And basically, you know, I'm going to do what I want to do. So that is pretty much all I have to say. I did go over the process, the airlines, the hotel, the experience, the people, and the price and how many days I stayed. And I know a lot of people were like, did it hurt? Did it hurt? It's not a hurt. It's more of an uncomfortable feeling. I mean, like, it is your mouth. So it didn't hurt. The only thing I would say that hurt was the shots in my mouth. That was pretty much it. Like, the shots in my mouth. And, you know, having that plastic in my mouth for the, you know, couple of days. And there was some sensitivity. I did have some sensitivity to my teeth. Because my teeth were bad. You know, like, I didn't smile a lot. People are like, why you don't smile? Your teeth are not bad. Like, look, I'm 32 years old. I've lived with these teeth for 32 years. I cannot. I'm doing something for myself. So I went and I got my teeth done. So that is my experience with Dental Center Turkey. If you want to do it, do it. If you want to go by yourself, don't let nobody stop you. At the end of the day, you got to realize you are doing this for you. You're not doing it for nobody else. And I love my smile. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Make sure you like, comment, and hit that button down at the bottom. Subscribe, turn on your notification bell. And I will be uploading some more videos. Peace.